Hey you guys, what's up? It's your girl J Pretty coming at you once again, and I must say I miss you all, and hopefully you feel the same way about me too. Now I must say, if this is your first time watching this channel, I'm gonna say welcome and also subscribe to your girl, okay? And I want everybody to click that thumbs up button. Now let's get into this Basketball Wives of Miami season 5 episode 1. Child, they bored the fuck out of me. I can't say it no other way. I'm so disappointed. I am so upset. I was weaving through traffic trying to get home, and look at this, and this is what you all serve me? This bullshit. I was not pleased. And I don't know if you all like the show or whatever, but I would love to hear from you all, your comments and stuff like that. I'm just going to say the storyline started off and it was all about Evelyn and Ocho Cinco. Everybody know that, hell, they ass are no longer together. We all know what happened. VH1, that little whole thing about him headbutting her, and, the marriage is over. Now, I have a problem with that, and I'm going to say why I had a problem with VH1 with this, and I don't know if Shani approved of this for them to go into all of this or whatever. It's like, why do we have to relive and suffer through this bullshit when you didn't want to show us the wedding anyways? Like, I'm so over it. It was just about Evelyn going to see her mama at the projects. Yes. The project, her mama is still there. It's season 5, baby. Her mama is still there. And I have a problem with that because, Evelyn, you live like a queen. You living good. And your mama still living in the projects. Like, that shit is not cool. That shit is so whack. And you have said in the past or whatever that, when people was attacking you or whatever and saying, you wrong for how your mama is living and stuff like that. You was like, oh, no, your mom, was happy about, content about living over there in the projects. I don't know if that's true or not, but Evelyn has a history of lying. Okay, the lies that you tell, Miss Evelyn. I'm just so over it. Like, girl, get your mama out of there. No one in their right mind, if they was able to live somewhere and say, you know what? Sign me up for them projects. Yes, that's where I want to go. Hell to the no. People want to live good, and projects is not on their list, okay? So she talking to her mom about this bullshit about, what happened with her and Ocho. Then it goes from her and her mom to her daughter, who I love, that was keeping it real tonight. And basically she was just saying that she did not like Chad. She didn't like Chad in the beginning. And Evelyn was looking at her like, girl, I can't believe you getting on here really spilling the beans when I done came to these people last season telling them y'all had a good relationship. You liked him or whatever. Like I say, lies that Evelyn be telling, okay? So it was like, she was like, well, some people liked him and everything else. And her daughter was looking like, no, nobody liked him. She kept it real and she held her ground. And I must say, girl, go. Okay? So it went from there to Shani and Timmy talking. And, they was just basically, just talking about, Shani is stepping up to the plate this year. We're going to see more of her personality. She's saying she's going to be uncut. And, things that she's going to say, she's going to just let it out. I guess Shani is tired of the media talking about her ass. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to give them what they asking for, whatever. So that's kind of good that we want to see more of her personality and everything instead of her just, being a mediator. Some people think she was messy and all this other stuff. So we're going to see what that's about. Tammy also, telling Shani, her mom, they giving her so many days or whatever to live. They giving her a time frame, and it was so touching. And Tammy was trying to like keep it together, trying to be the G that she is. But Shana was letting her know, like, girl, no, you could cry, like, it's okay. Which I love, in my heart, and my condolences and my prayers go to Tammy, I must say. Now I feel bad about that, and I wish her well. Now it fast forward into them having dinner. They meeting up with Evelyn, Susie, messy ass, who had her procedure on her jaws. And, Tammy was like, she didn't like it. She didn't like the procedure because it's like she's talking real tight and everything. And, I guess right now everybody know that Susie loves to give head. Well, right now she can't be giving no head and all this other stuff. She probably get lockjaw. I don't know, but they was talking about that or whatever. And then Tammy was just like, girl, what is going on? You was talking to Iyanla, like, tell us the story. Tell me, give me the tea on what actually happened. So Evelyn just basically telling them how she felt and how she approached Chad about having those condoms. They was 3 weeks into their marriage and here he is with these condoms, and she just wanted him to always be upfront with her about if he wants to sleep with another woman, then let her know. Like, fool, no real woman want to hear that bullshit about they man wanting coochie and head and whatever else from another woman, that he's leaving the house with you and he like, oh yeah, by the way, call me later because I'm finna go hit Shanika or whoever over here. Like, girl, going on with that. Like, Evelyn, lies that she tell. She was trying to act like she was a G in the past and everything else, like she upfront with all this bullshit, but at the end of the day, your ass caved in, and I'm gonna tell y'all why she caved in too. I'm gonna get back to that. But so, she just telling the girls what was happening and all this other stuff. And Susie was like, no, she didn't approve, don't approve of her going back with Chad and everything else. Shauna was like, she really felt in her heart that Chad really loved Evelyn. And, of course, Tamara was giving her input and, was just saying like, that's just like with Chris Brown and Rihanna. Oh, Lord have mercy. Can we say this taping is all because Chris Brown and Riri are no longer together? That's how I'm just like, VH1, y'all pissing me off. You didn't want to show us the fucking way, but we got to hear this bullshit about this little drama that we are all over, okay? Like, it was unnecessary to talk about this. That's how upset I was about this. I don't know how y'all felt, but I was like not trying to hear this shit, okay? So it goes into all of that and stuff like that. And, Susan was feeling a certain way, like she was not trying to feel what Tammy was telling, Evelyn about Ocho or whatever. It was like, no, nobody was agreeing with that. Only person that felt like that was Tammy and Susan's words. But it's like, I understand where Susan was coming from or whatever, because she feel like Evelyn can do better and what he has done to her. Like, no woman should have to go through that. So I agree with that. But at the same time, I understand Tammy's side too, or whatever. From what Tammy was, was like trying to be supportive and, felt like they loved each other and everything else. In so many words, like Tom can hear anything. Like, everybody is grown. I'm for sure you all have loved ones out there and friends that, they come to you for advice and like what to do. Sometimes you get tired of hearing it or whatever. But, at the same time, they don't want to hear you. They don't want to hear you saying, oh, leave this person or I won't put up with this or whatever. A lot of times people just come because they need somebody to talk to and to vent, not for you to give your fucking opinion, because a lot of times your shit ain't right. I guarantee you Susie's shit is all fucked up or whatever. But it's like it's really whatever. At the end of the day, we all grown. Hey, if you like being over there with him, that's fine. But you could tell that Evelyn was very hurt. She really wanted to be with Chad, and I guess how their marriage worked out. But I'm going to tell you my little theory about it. I felt like she met up with Iyanla the first time when they was just only engaged, and Evelyn was standing over there with Ocho, and basically, Iyanla was doing her little, I guess, analyzing the house or whatever, doing the feng shui thing. I don't know, but all I remember her saying like different things in the house, little objects like the staircase or whatever. You know how the staircase was made. It was like it had a sharp edge. She was like she didn't like that. She didn't like Evelyn's shoes. I mean, who doesn't like red bottoms? Like, Iyanla, please go do something. Go get in the corner for time out, because ain't nobody got time for that bullshit. She was just saying like she didn't like the spikes on the shoes because the spikes was like you're guarded and all this other stuff. And I really felt like that when she went on Iyanla's show or whatever, something went off in her and was having her to feel a certain way, like, is she really getting played over here? Because she was out for Chad sleeping around. And then all of a sudden, it's like, Iyanla come around and it's like, no, beloved. You know how she talk, like she smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And I'm going to leave that alone. I ain't got no problem with Iyanla, but I really feel like that when that first part of that episode or whatever, that show that she had with Iyanla, that Evelyn started feeling a certain kind of way, and probably was like, damn, this dude probably is playing me to the left or whatever, and I'm feeling like this and that, and I deserve this and that and all this other stuff. I really felt like that Iyanla was that homegirl, like, now, girl, really got up in Evelyn's ear, because it was like after they got married, here it is that, you start flipping out on him, and all this other stuff. Like, I don't want nobody to think that I'm just really on Chad's side or whatever, and that I condone and, believe in violence, because at the end of the day, he is a man and he has more strength than her. But also, Evelyn is not no damn saint either. And I know this season they're going to try to clean her act up, but we shall see. We're going to stay tuned. So, that's just my whole thing on that. I feel like, with the Iyanla part 1 of Iyanla, she probably thought about that shit and probably had a breakthrough and like, I ain't taking this shit. Like, hell no, And so, Evelyn also was, telling the girls, like, the women that Chad is messing with, they're not quality women, whatever. It's like, girl, please, he's just trying to stick it wherever he can, walk, fuck with anything that's walking, that's what most men do. I'm not saying all, and I'm not trying to be a male basher, but I'm just keeping it real, So, and that's that with that. VH1 disappointed me on this bullshit. And that's how I feel about it. But I will be watching and staying tuned, because those little previews was looking good. Now, it looks like Miss Shauna gonna get beside herself with Evelyn from like the little preview that they were showing us. And no, not with Evelyn. I'm sorry, y'all. With Tammy. And I must say, she should know Tammy by now. Tammy is TTG. TTG, baby, trained to go. I don't know, y'all. My money is going on Tammy. Tammy will mop that ass, okay? I just don't know about Shawnee. I don't know what she working with, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe Shawnee gonna surprise us. Maybe she down. We don't know, but we shall see. And also, they bringing a new girl named Mulberry or whatever, and Miss Susan going after her. I know y'all saw that, like when the girl walked off and gave her the hand, Susie ran after her, and I guess she grabbed her arm like, no, ma'am. So we're going to just see. We're just going to stay tuned and see what happened. But I just say that this first show was a fucking disappointment, and it just pissed me off, and it just bored the hell out of me. I'm sorry that I had to say it that way, but hey, the truth is the truth. So, I would love to hear you all comments and tell me, what do you all think and what you expect from the show. I just hope that the show, keeps me, excited and want to see more. And I hope this is just the only one that was boring. I just hope that everything else from this point on will be juicy and it will be good. Okay? So, like I say, I'm still watching, support, and see what's going to happen. And I would like for you all to do the same thing so we can chat about it. So, I'm going to have to end on this note. And peace. Holla at your girl.